Hi guys, today I'm talking about 5 game-changing ideas for your business. So these are 5 different things that will help you see your business completely differently and look at approaching things from a different point of view. So I'm starting with number 1, which is to lead with your weakness. I always tell people that I would prefer a grit, not gloss approach. In the world of marketing, it feels like everybody's quite glossy, leading with their sort of flawless story of perfection and beauty and elegance and allure. Everything's gorgeous and wonderful and perfect and glossy all of the time. Because I feel like people think they've got to lead with this fluffy stuff to make a sale. And truthfully, to get that sale, it's about connection, and to really connect, it's about authenticity. And I find that when clients are open-minded to approaching the idea of storytelling from a place of sincerity, that's where it makes the biggest difference. So when you can say, I come from here, this is my background, this is my truth, and you can own that and show a tiny bit of vulnerability in your voice, that's when you're most likely to connect. And therefore, I've got people that I've written about who have dropped out of school and barely scraped a grade, but ended up being an amazing creative photographer. Or people who have got divorced, but then become a wedding planner. It's all about these real stories and showing a bit of personality rather than just being all pretty, glossy, which I see so much of, especially in the wedding industry. So my number 1 rule would be to go beneath that, to look at the grit and not just the gloss, and don't be afraid to lead with your weakness, because sometimes your weakness is where the magic is, where that authentic connection is, where someone can relate and resonate with you and your brand. Number 2 is to become a specialist, not a generalist. So it's very easy, I think, especially at the beginning, to try and offer everything to everybody because you don't want to lose a customer. So I was working with a client recently, and she was sort of saying, well, I don't feel like I can specialise with women because then I close off the market of men, and I better offer this because that's what the market wants, but my heart is in this. And I honestly said to her, no, you specialise in women because your key topics are menopause, they are childbirth, these are women's topics, hormonal side of things. This is a female topic. Don't be afraid to fearlessly pursue the market that you want to, or the offering that you want to. So for me, there was a time in my life I offered copywriting, marketing, PR, content strategy. I offered everything to everyone. And if a technology company came to me and said, could you work on our content strategy and our marketing plan and PR, I would have said yes, even though it's not what I want to do. When I decided to specialize and go into just basically copywriting and content marketing for creative businesses, that's when everything opened up, because you get what you put out. Like the energy you put out, just if you fearlessly back yourself and go for the industry and the area of expertise that you want, I think it comes through. Like I'm now known for what I do, and I've got a real name for what I do, and that's more important to me than trying to be everything to everyone to make sure I don't upset anyone or I don't miss out on some business. Now I know what business isn't right for me. And if a technology job comes along, I know a really good copywriter I can signpost that job to, who I know will nail it. But it's not for me, because even though I could do it, it's not where I want to be putting my energy. So I think sometimes it's good to ruthlessly go after the niche that you want. Number 3, stop focusing on followers. So many people that work with me care about their followers and their number and how popular they look. And it's not about how popular you look. I make a big chunk of my income from my Instagram each month. I have got like 2,000 followers, if that, next to nothing. And yet I know peers with 15 or 20,000 followers who don't make the same money. It is not about the number of followers you've got. It's about the quality of follower you've got, and it's about converting them and building a relationship with them. I never ever look at my followers and think, oh, I wish I had more, or I don't have enough, or because my followers are the right followers for me. And that's what it's about, focusing on quality rather than quantity. I know it's a complete cliche, but it's for a reason. You don't need to have a big number. No one cares about your number apart from if you're an influencer. If you're an influencer, your number matters. But if you want a creative career, quality matters every time. Number 4. Am I on number 4? Yes. Don't try to impress your audience. The number of people who put content out there to try and influence and impress, when the most important thing is just to put content out that's right for you. If you say what you believe in, what you're passionate about, and what you know, and show what you know, the right people will come along. If you put out what you think people want to hear, all you're really doing is second guessing yourself, and really you're second guessing them too, because the right customers will resonate with the stuff that works for you. It is such a combination, it's a mix. If you try too hard to impress other people, then you're always trying to be something else. You're always looking at impressing rather than connecting, and that's what you want to avoid. It comes back to point number 1. You basically want to show some authenticity. That's how you truly connect with your followers. And number 5, do less. Do less of everything. I don't mean offer less, like earlier when I said specialize. I mean do less. Try not to do everything in a day. Like for me, I was scheduling so much into my days, so much into my months. I was so hard on myself. I had like 12 goals, and I was trying to do this for clients and this for my brand and launch new courses, and now I don't have any more than 3 goals in a quarter. So in a 3-month period, I have 3 goals, and I usually make one of those goals personal. And that could be about wellness, or more rest, or more nurture, or a home goal for my own home, making it right. Like only 2 of those goals are usually business related. And so it's manageable, it's achievable. I'm hitting these goals. I'm doing less and I'm getting more. I'm doing less and I'm making more. I'm more effective, I'm more efficient, I have more energy. It's working all around. So those are my 5 tips, my 5 game-changing tips for your business. The things that nobody tells you that I think make the difference. It's basically just about being yourself and showing your vulnerability and your authenticity, and not trying to be perfect all the time. And it's about being a specialist and going for the area that you know and you love, rather than trying to be something for everybody, trying to be something you're not. Don't impress, connect, and stop caring about popularity. Profitability and popularity are 2 very different things. And yes, the more numbers you've got, the more likely you are to make sales, but not if they're not the right numbers. If you don't have good followers, you're not going to make the money anyway. Or people that I work with, I'm always surprised to find they care more about looking good than doing well. And that astounds me every time, that people would rather look impressive and say, I got 10,000 followers, than to actually make real money from their business and love what they do and create a life that they love. To me, it's a no-brainer. Those are the 5 things I would be doing. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'd love to see you here. I'm new to YouTube, and do come and follow me on Instagram. You'll find me at The Feral Writer.